Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? I hope I can be heard. What's up, everyone? Welcome to today. Welcome to Wednesday. Another day in the market. Another financial analysis we have here at Financial Hub. So I hope you're all well. Sorry about Monday. We didn't have any analysis. I think some technical hitches came up, and we weren't able to have it. But here we are. Here we look forward to the trades. Personally, today I'll do for you analysis. Ken will join us on Friday, but he told me to pass the message. I don't think he has any trade running at the moment. Personally, I have two, and yeah, so I'll give you a breakdown of those and how it's happened. Apart from that, fundamentally, I don't have anything much. This week has just been a week of Feds talking, so we saw some markets reacting, especially yesterday when during Powell's speech. I didn't watch it, but during that time of his speech, we saw market reacting to it. Also, Bailey, but not as much. So later on in the week, nothing much. Friday, Thursday, tomorrow is a US holiday, Canada holiday, and Europe holiday. So the US, we might see some market stalling, like the indexes, FTSE, and such. There won't be much momentum, maybe even towards Friday, but I think Friday will be a normal day with the bankers back to work. So tomorrow is a bank holiday. I don't know what holiday it is. I think it's Thanksgiving. I've not checked, but I believe it's Thanksgiving. So let me share my analysis. Let me share with you what I have, what I'm looking for, and then you can merge with your own analysis. Mine is not final or ultimate. Use your own analysis. Mine is just a guide, okay, of how personally I'm trading. Especially if you've taken our course, you'll understand how I approach the markets. So this is where I'm looking at the data for news, Forex Factory. So this is what I'm seeing. Tomorrow is a holiday in Canada, USA, and Europe. So I believe this is Thanksgiving. If I'm not wrong, I'll confirm. But anyway, onto the charts. A few pairs. Good trades running. This is UJ. I think I'll come to this not last, but let me start with dollar index, okay? Just what I'm looking and seeing happening to the dollar. So dollar billions. What do we have on the dollar? So if I start this the what? Let's start with the daily chart. So daily charts last week, I remember we got some. This was on Friday. We had a very significant close at this rejection level. If you zoom it out, you can see it's quite a trend line. I hadn't spotted this trend line. It's actually Ken who was showing me over the weekend. But anyway, so I was looking at this rejections over here. If you extrapolated it, that's where market came and rejected, sort of forming a shooting star on Friday last week as the week came to an end. Monday and Tuesday were followed by bearish days. Then today we are sort of seeing this bullish momentum kicking back in on this one. Okay, so that's what I'm watching. So I have two biases on this one. I'm watching this resistance level in line with that trend line being rejected, giving information that market can go to the downside, but also to the upside. There's also this potential continuation of this channel like formation. You can see this first bounce, second bounce, third bounce. If market can come and break this level significantly, then we can see a continuation. If not, then the bears have it and this market might continue in the long run to the downside. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we've entered into sort of this consolidation level. You can't see anything much on this one between the 93.5 and 94.5 level. But if you look at the 1 hour, I have a much better analysis which was showing me more dollar shots. Okay, so if I zoom it out just so you can see, let me get rid of this. We sort of had like a flag formation. Okay, so you can see this whole area is a consolidation area. Market has just been moving up down, not breaking the 94.5 to the upside and not breaking the 93.5. Then market sort of came in this flag formation, got some resistance at that level, and you've seen market has been falling. So we got this breakout of this trend line. So I'm looking to see if we can get a retest. Okay, so I'm not yet dollar long just yet. I'm still heavily dollar short. Okay, I'm heavily dollar short, looking if we can get a retest maybe of this resistance level. If not, maybe this broken trend line, and where the market can continue to the downside. So that's what I have on the dollar. That's what I'm watching. And with that said, now if I look at the pairs that I normally trade, let's start with USD CAD. Yesterday USD CAD had a crazy rally to the upside. got people out. So if I look at the daily chart, let's just go to the 4 hours, much clearer. So I was looking at this pattern, okay? So I had my shorts last week. You can see this trend line, okay? Or rather this channel to the downside. And then you can see this impulsive move, then a correction in the form of a flag, okay? And then if I zoom it in, I remember this ABC correction. I got my short around this level, around the 1.2465, around here. Then I was expecting my market, I still expect markets to move lower. I had my stops above the 1.250 level. If you look at it on the daily chart, also if you zoom it out on this 4-hour chart, you can see it's quite a significant, acted as a significant support. We got this breakout, retest, and back to the downside. So it was a significant level where I was expecting market can still go back to it and touch it before it go down. If you get a break and market closes above it, then I'll be staying out. But as long as we're still below it, and as long as we're still below this trend line, I have a very still US card short on this one. If you look at the 1-hour chart, though, I have two hypotheses, okay? So one, almost like the dollar, so almost same thing. You can see this sort of pattern in the form of a wedge-like formation. So I was looking at this resistance, this is where I got my short, and this level over here, okay? So market has been moving further down. However, if you look at this can be also an impulsive move, okay? And we might expect some bullish momentum to come in around this level. Let me get rid of this. You can see this, you can see this strong support, okay? This can be an impulse, a correction, especially in this form of this flag formation, and you can expect some bullish momentum to come, which if it comes, I'll be targeting the 1.2480 level, okay, around that region, or the 25 level where I've shown you where the resistance might be. So that's a significant analysis on this. High probability of playing out, especially the fact that this momentum to the downside hasn't been that strong. I'm very open to see if market can get momentum. Yesterday it actually did come. We saw this market shoot up and got a very quick pullback to the downside, okay? So that was also a significant market play that happened yesterday, and maybe we might even see another rally later on today. So I'll be paying attention to that as the day goes on. Apart from that, Aussie dollar, another pair I trade. I've been having a short on this one. I had another long. I tried getting a long on this one the other day, just as a pullback, but it didn't work well. Luckily, I didn't lose any money. It was a break-even trade. So remember, I've been having a short position. I think this is the 3rd week now. Got a short position here, and also got a short position here. This short position that I took at this level, let's expand this. The short position that I took at this level, we already hit TP, so I was already out of that one. But I have this longer one, which I'm still expecting market to move down. So far so good. I think it's about almost 200 pips in profit, so not bad. And I still expect it to move further lower in the long term, okay? And we can see that's exactly what happened. So once we got a breakout of this, you can see this blue highlighted region. So just using my key levels, it acted as resistance, broke to the upside, acted as support, broke to the downside, acted as resistance, okay? So when market came and closed as a pin bar over here, I was expecting at least some momentum to come and retest this level before it goes down. Now that's the trade I had on the 1-hour chart. So you can see this trade. This is what I had. I was looking for that pin bar close, market to move to this level. But something I was paying attention to was there's no much momentum to the upside. So you can see this impulse, fall, impulse, fall, impulse. When that happened, I was very quick to move my stops to break even, because it's just you never know what will happen in the market. So it's just a precaution you take if market turns, and that's what we got. So I didn't hold my trade to stop loss. I came out at break even, and now we are seeing market still moving further down, okay? So this is a significant close below this level. You can see it's a previous resistance. Resistance broke, acted as support. Now we've broken it. It can act as a very strong resistance, okay? So I rather continue having my shorts than looking for longs. Playing the opposite direction of the trend is not a really profitable game. So the long-term short that I took here is a trade that I still have running on this one. So those are the two trades I have, USD CAD and this one. Now if you look at other pairs like UJ, I was seeing a good analysis on the UJ. I don't trade this pair, but just throwing my analysis then looking at what is happening. For those who can trade it, looks like we can have a good long position, okay? So you can see this normal impulsive move, correction, impulsive move, a correction in the form of a good ABC flag. Okay, we can see market closing quite significantly, especially if you close as this bullish momentum. Something you need to be paying attention to if you normally pay attention to detail is that when market came to this level, you can see all this consolidation, consolidating patterns. Candlesticks. Market wasn't moving down with much momentum, so this can be what we normally call accumulation phase, where hands can change from the bears to the bulls. So that's what we're getting here, and we're seeing today morning momentum has started to the upside. So this can carry on. If it continues happening, I'll be looking to see if market can rally back to the 114.5 level. A good risk reward of 1:4.5. You don't get this every day, but here you are getting it straight from Financial Hub. Apart from that, you can see, so I have a similar analysis on UJ, quite related because it's the yen pair. So I'm more or less looking at yen weakness. Okay, so if you look at yen, I'm looking at this impulsive move, very strong impulsive move. We've seen market come back to retest this significant level. Okay, so this was a level that acted as resistance, broken, market has come back to retest it in the form of a flag. And I like such trades. According to my analysis, these are trades you do not want to miss. According to my strategy, I mean, you don't want to miss. So this can be also a good long trade. If you look at the 1 hour chart, also a good accumulation phase has been occurring, but more or less in the form of this wedge pattern. So at the bottom end, you can see this is a clear ABC wedge, then this consolidation over here in the form of an ending wedge. This can mean there's no much momentum. What it basically means is that the momentum to the downside is fading off, and we can see a very good consolidation over here, consolidating candles. We can see a momentum coming, especially if we start breaking above this level, then we can see momentum. We'll expect momentum to continue to the upside, and I'll be targeting the 133.5 as my target. And if you go back to the 4 hour chart, tight stop loss just below this level, because if this level market breaks and starts closing below this level, I do not want to be in such a trade. Okay, so that's another one on EJ. Gold, let's go to gold. Gold also forming significant patterns. If you're patient enough, this was a good level to wait for market to reach. You can see, just like the dollar pairs, gold is also in more or less a consolidating level. If you look at the 1 day chart, I'm pretty sure it's at a trend line level. Okay, this level that sort of was broken, but if you just highlight it a bit, this is a significant level. Okay, so there are many confluences on this one. One, this is a third trend line bounce. Two, this is a resistance level. If I go back to the 4 hour chart, two, that is a resistance level. Okay, so you can see that resistance level and a form of a sort of a flag formation. Okay, an impulsive move, a flag formation. And now what we're seeing is that resistance coming in. Okay, market has resisted that level, and we can see some shorts coming in. If you started off early in the week, maybe you weren't patient enough. I don't believe it was good to short it along the way. If you look at the 1 hour chart, I'm sure many people are getting shorts around this level, but this level, the level market went back to the 1830 level, acted as a very good magnetic level that pulled the market, and that's why you can see such a pattern forming over here. If I get rid of this, I'm sure I can see sort of like also sort of what I'm talking about on the UJ, sort of like a ending wedge formation. Okay, so this is a normally significant pattern that you need to be paying attention to. You can see market normally comes like this towards resistance levels, and I keep saying this a lot. What really matters is how a market approaches a level. If market, look at this, you see this, just an example. If you look at this resistance level, okay, where market was unable to break for many days, look at this momentum that market came with over here. That was very strong momentum. Market broke it and continued to the upside. But as it came to this other significant level, look at the patterns that market was forming. So this is a very good short position. I don't have any trade on this one though, but I believe market can come back to this resistance level over here, the 1807, 1805 level. If market continues with that strong momentum to the downside, maybe you might continue staying within this consolidating level, respecting the 1 day chart, and continue further down. Okay, continue further down, but that's what I'll be watching. However, also pay attention to the other side. Market can break to the upside. If it breaks to the upside, then we expect a lot of gold to continue now with, there won't be much, it will be a part of least resistance, so it can rally up way higher. So that's what I have on gold. And US30 USD, good correction has come on this one. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart. I had an analysis on this one. I paid a lot of attention to it over the weekend. I don't want to go against the trend, so this one I can't. No matter what you do to me, I cannot bet against this trend. I don't want to be a short seller. However, I expect some short momentum to come. Same thing after we got into new high territories around this level. Look at the market pattern that market has been forming. It's like sort of a staircase pattern. So if market can get some correction, if you can come back to this trend line and maybe get a first touch, second touch, third touch, maybe also in line with this previous high, okay, around the 35,500. If you can get a touch of that, then this can offer a very good long position to the upside. So I don't have any trade on this one, but I'm just watching this channel like formation and paying attention, being patient enough if you can get that correction to the downside. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much it. I've covered quite extensively most of the things that I'm watching, and I don't have anything else. Euro USD, for people who trade this one, nothing much. Long term, you can pay attention to this pattern. Let's just zoom it in. More or less a channel like formation to the downside. It's almost just like the dollar index. So dollar index is just that this one is inversely correlated. So you're looking at this trend line to the downside. We can continue with this momentum to the downside, especially after having this strong impulsive move over here. No much momentum to the upside. We can easily see market continuing to the downside. You can see I have my resistance level labeled, okay? So I have this, not labeled but highlighted. It can act as a resistance if market can come back to that level. If it's broken, we can wait to see this trend line. But if not, we can see market is forming lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. That can continue being the narrative on this pair. But yeah, pretty much it. I don't want to do any guesswork on the other pairs that I have, and I think I've shared with you most of what I have. So allow me to end it there. I believe that has been a good analysis. Quite simple, straight to the point, nothing complicated, no indicators, just pure chart analysis and candlestick formations. So yeah, so that's what I'm watching. So I have risk on those pairs, USD CAD and dollar. And Aussie dollar shorts. But anyway, so that's it from me. I'll upload this video on YouTube as usual, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys on Friday, and have a good trading week. So peace.